Professional PC gaming and keyboard and mouse control. They go together like bacon and eggs. Like rock and roll. Like Bonnie and Clyde. But not for much longer. Introducing the AlphaPad from Nacon Gaming, the world's first esports-ready controller. Developed by Nacon's skilled team of PC gaming product designers and engineers, the AlphaPad is a new breed of controller, providing the comfort and intuitive movement controls of a gamepad and, thanks to its clever design and upgradable onboard software, the accuracy and flexibility of a mouse and keyboard. The AlphaPad's ultra-sensitive right stick, ergonomic D-pad and enlarged action buttons allow for unprecedented levels of precision. With 4 extra buttons, this fully programmable controller can easily adapt to all preferences and cater to all gaming genres. Its internal memory can hold 4 predefined or user-created profiles, allowing players to switch quickly between games. Wired for extra accuracy, the pad's braided cable can be detached for easy transportation, while removable weights ensure it sits comfortably in any hand. Developed in consultation with the French Esports Academy and world champion pro gamer Norman Genius Chatrier, and tested by top professional players, the tournament-grade AlphaPad will offer a whole new way for esports enthusiasts to break into professional PC gaming. But only with your support.
How to make a gamepad. Attach 2 thumbsticks, 2 triggers and 10 rubber buttons to a printed circuit board. Place the board between the upper and lower plastic shells and fix with screws. The result? A flat, compact, one-size-fits-all solution for gamers. A gamepad can be much more.
And that's why I developed the Grifter. You can pair it with a mouse and you can play PC style, but without the need to sit at a desk. You can use it just like a regular console controller. The ergonomic principle of a standard gamepad is fingers and thumbs must be arranged around the flat plane of the main PCB. Our solution is to bring the gamepad components to the fingers and thumbs. Triggers, buttons and joysticks are placed to suit the ergonomics of the human hand. This approach costs a little more in the short term, but the result is better gameplay. Classic console gaming is faster with the Grifter because the D-pad and A, B, X, Y buttons are precise mechanical components. Mechanical switches can be pushed way faster than bouncy rubber switches. Just ask any gamer with a mechanical keyboard. The hand grip format allows room for 8 extra buttons, 4 per side. The shoulder buttons are capacitive touch, placed right behind the back of your trigger finger. The Grifter is engineered from the ground up to be familiar, intuitive, and work with all the games you play on PC and PS3. And with the Zim adapter, you can play with Xbox or PlayStation 4. The Grifter's ergonomics are not compromised by styling or the manufacturing process. And the grips are adjustable because sometimes one size doesn't fit all. To transform the Grifter into a gesture gaming device, just add on the infrared module. Infrared point tracking has high resolution and low latency, and the high-spec LEDs work even in the sunniest of rooms. The module has 3 LEDs, enabling the camera to track 6 degrees of movement. The infrared module is simplicity itself. Inside are just 3 LEDs and a rechargeable battery. It will be supplied in packs of 2 with a charger, so you can always finish the game. VR gaming is going to be huge, but the input methods are patchy. Combining a VR headset with a keyboard isn't a good mix. A Grifter unit, when configured as a keyboard, is intuitive and needs no side contact, leaving the remaining hand free to use an infrared module or a mouse, making it the ideal partner for VR gaming. And this is the magnetic bridge module. With the minimum of development of the FreeTrack code, we can create a device that can switch seamlessly between driving, flying, and shooting, all with the same device. Under development are a range of add-on modules. A dual connection to Android sets up in seconds. The left unit uses 2.4 GHz and the right Bluetooth, enabling both units to work as one. The telescopic unit is one such upgrade. Imagine your next long-haul flight or bus journey. You could be looking at your smartphone at eye level. You could watch, play or read for hours on end without straining your neck. We've been working with a manufacturing partner in East Asia for the last 18 months. The tooling and the electronic components for the left-hand unit are ready for volume production. And now we need your help, the Kickstarter community. With your help, we can create the right-hand module and the connector module to create a truly ergonomic gamepad.
For our backers, we've put together a great range of early bird packages and special editions. More gameplay videos will be uploaded soon.
Thanks for watching.
Mechanical keyboards have taken over the gaming scene. We've experienced some amazing innovations. The amount of RGB lighting options you have right now are beyond imagination. It really brings gaming to the next level. So let's talk about real innovation. I'm Calder from Wooding, and we created the Wooding One, an analog mechanical keyboard that can see exactly how far down you've pressed the key for analog input. This opens up an entire new input dimension for PC gaming. For example, in racing games, this means you can exactly control your steering wheel and throttle. You can see from the wheel that you can make small increments. Make those fine adjustments during drifts and control your throttle for those tedious turns. The key tapping days are forever behind us. Racing on the keyboard just got a whole lot better. In third and first person games, you have full movement control over your character. Control your own walking pace in-game. Swiftly dodge projectiles. Line up that perfect sniper shot. You have full control. Another cool thing is you can bind multiple key combinations on a single keystroke. We've used it to create a whole new type of quick casting. It will show your casting range during press down and activate on bottom out. But that's not all it can do. It can type. Just like any mechanical keyboard. The Wooding One features the FlareTech switch. At the moment there are two switches. There's a linear red switch and the clicky blue switch. It's an optical switch that you can easily swap out for another. With the provided puller, you can take out the switch and you can take out the keycap. And while you're at it, why don't you just take off that top plate too? During the design process, we wanted to break that typical gaming stereotype. That's why I went for a low-profile, minimal design with floating keycaps. It has a nice light carrying weight and is easy to bring to those LAN parties. There's a three-way cable gutter and a detachable micro USB cable. But this is just the beginning of analog keyboards. We want to bring it to the next level. That's why we're going to make it fully available for developers to create their own applications with the new control possibilities. With your contribution and our passion, we can succeed together to make the Wooding One, but also to make analog keyboards the new industry standard. The game is on.
That's so important, and we'll bring you...
Cut. Okay.
Yay!
Oh my god, guys. I'm going back to gaming.
first thing you need to make VR work is vision. If you can trick it, you can trick the rest of your brain and body reasonably well. But touch, that's something we do every day without even thinking about it. And when it's missing in virtual reality, it's one of the first things that you want.
One of the main design goals for touch was that it give you hand presence, the feeling that your virtual hands are really your real hands, that they're there with you.
We made hundreds of prototypes, refining on ergonomics, the types of inputs we had, the type of tracking that we had. And a lot of the assumptions you make at the beginning of the process don't necessarily pan out.
With touch, what we had to do was make a solution where it doesn't feel like there's anything there, but when you do natural gestures, those things show up in virtual reality.
You need to track its position in 3D space. You need to perfectly track its orientation. And you need to do all those things with very low latency.
Some of the decisions that we made with touch, we weren't sure if they were going to work. And 300 prototypes later, many did not. It takes a while to find that right magic where you pick up the device and you pull a trigger and you're like, that's it. And getting there and really finding the way to make it work, it's pretty incredible.
When we first got Constellation tracking fully integrated and working, that just magic of one-to-one, your hand is interacting in the environment was an absolute breakthrough.
So with hand presence, there's a real social element that comes in. And it's one thing to see somebody's head kind of move around. It's another thing when they can actually wave at you. The other person comes alive.
It just feels like that person is there. It feels like you are talking to a person that is standing right in front of you.
What's next? A lot of what's going to matter is actually what comes out of it. What have we enabled? And we're just scratching the surface there on the experience side.
I'm really most excited about shipping this thing once we get hundreds of thousands of these things out into the world and developers are using them every day, and that we really see what we're capable of doing in VR.
I think this is the golden age for VR, where a lot of people are going to make experiences that are just remembered. The first example of something that no one had seen before.